Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings. Now let's get straight into it. Now today, look what we have before us. Wayne Brady comes out as pansexual. I'm doing this for me. Exclusive. So if you guys haven't heard the news, the comedian Wayne Brady, that's been in the industry for quite some time at this point, he's came out as quote unquote pansexual. What does that mean? What does that mean for us that are believers in the scriptures? Well, what this means is that those that actually run this society, they're just trying to get a step closer to the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal, which is to break all boundaries that exist when it comes to any form of quote unquote sexuality. Because, most people think that it's a gay agenda or things like that. It's not. First off, it was that they conquered that agenda a long time ago, for quite some time, for like the last 10 years. But even on top of that, the real agenda is to have everyone fully accepted to pansexuality and in any form of sexuality. All right, so that pedophilia, pederasty, as it's called too as well, all that is accepted, and you won't think anything of it. You won't bat an eye at it at all. You'll just fully accept it, and this is part of bringing this word pansexuality or pansexual to everyone's lexicon, just like they did with Brokeback Mountain back in 2005. I believe Brokeback Mountain came out in 2005. Then you had Obama elected in 2008, and then from there, next thing you know, gay marriage is made into law and accepted, and then from there, it was just fully understood. You can't say anything to anyone that classifies as homosexual, or you'll be in big trouble. So that's just pretty much the path that they're trying to take to this quote unquote pansexuality, so they can ultimately get to pedophilia too as well. But for those that don't know, let's look at what Google has, or the dictionary. What the dictionary has as a definition for pansexual. Okay, let's see. So Oxford Dictionary here says pansexual: sexually or romantically attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender. Now, one question one may ask is, or have, what's the difference between this and bisexual? That sounds like someone that's quote unquote bisexual, bi meaning two, you're attracted to both male or female. Well, um, if you don't know, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but pansexual embodies a lot more of that. That means that you down for whatever. Okay, whether that be a woman, a man, a boy, a girl, an animal, inanimate objects. It really don't matter. You ain't got no type. That's what pansexual means. But this definition doesn't truly tell what's going on, because they want you to say here, okay, it's just someone that's, attracted to people regardless of who they are. No, that's the base level definition. But really, when these celebrities come out and say that, it really embodies a lot more than that. Let's look at this article. It says, the Let's Make a Deal host opens up about his long road to self-discovery and how his daughter and ex-wife are showing him acceptance. See, that's what it's all about, gaining acceptance. All right. So people can come out of the closet so that this society becomes freaked out, just like, Babylon and ancient Rome, so on and so forth. But really taking it even a step further than that. That's what the ultimate agenda is. All right. To turn this place into a complete freak show where you don't look at genders anymore. Because again, I mean, these people, they don't really, look at people as having a gender. It's just, all for all, free for all per se. All right. Wayne Brady says, I love all people equally, and now that includes myself. So he didn't love himself before, I guess. Now he came out of pansexual, now he love himself. What is this? I love all people equally, anyways. Let's see if we get some more context on that because that just seems out of nowhere. Like, I love all people equally. What does that even mean? I love all people. Society's something else, man. I love all people equally. What does that got to do with anything? What they trying to also let you know here too is what the word love in this society, this Babylonian, Roman, Greco-Roman society, is ancient Kemet or ancient Egyptian society means is that love is, whatever you want it to be. We know that in the scriptures that love is following the commandments, right? That's what love is defined as in the scriptures. But according to these people, love is whatever you want it to be. All right, and that's what they want the average person to accept, is that love is whatever you want it to be. All right, but it says deep into a Malibu canyon, up switchback roads and overlooking a creek is Wayne Brady's house. Okay, we really don't need that. All right, it says, and he has been doing plenty of that. Brady, known as much for his deft comic timing and his fully loaded smile, gay folks be smiling. Is ready to tell the world how he identifies. I am pansexual, he says, meaning that he is attracted to persons regardless of their sex or gender. Brady puts it another way, bisexual with an open mind, he says with a chuckle. If it's just bisexual, you can just leave it with that. You can just leave it at that, not with an open mind. What does that really mean? So that's why I said, again, you can tell that there's more to this because you would just leave it at bisexual if that's what that was. But it's not. It's more going on. Pansexual, again, what that really means, they're trying to tell you this is what the definition is, meaning that he is attracted, Wayne Brady is attracted to persons regardless of their sex or gender. But what it really means is that you down for whatever with whomever, no matter the age, no matter what, and including animals. So this includes zoophilia because the prefix pan, just like the god Pan, that's worship. Okay, like Peter Pan or the god Pan, that means all. That prefix means all. It's from a Greek word meaning all. Okay, so all sexuals. All right. So whatever that person feel like at that time, that's what they'll do. Again, and by the way, too, he didn't just come out as pansexual. He didn't just realize that this is something that more than likely he's always embraced. And most of the people in the entertainment industry, they all embrace this doctrine, all right, this quote unquote sexuality. So, if you're looking at him a certain type of way, then just understand that all of these people, even some of the prominent athletes and actresses, politicians, whoever, in prominent positions in the society, they all embrace pansexuality. That's what they really believe in because as we're going to show in a little bit, that really is the preferred sexuality of this world, okay, of this satanic society that we live in today. All right, it says today the house is bugging out, man. All right, it says today the house is bustling with activity. Stop bugging out, man. The Let's Make a Deal host's daughter, Mal, 20, and ex-wife Mandy Takeda, 47, are on hand. Takeda was the first person Brady came out to. So he came out to his quote-unquote ex-wife first? I mean, is that why y'all got divorced in the first place? Probably not. She probably been new, and it's probably just, some made up for the narrative. But either way, I just said great, as a new coming out would help him be happier. So you happy that your ex husband coming out is quote unquote pansexual? Mal's response to Brady was mostly a shrug. I just said, okay, she remembers, breaking into a big, proud smile. See, this is the reaction that they want. A big, proud smile. Pride comes before destruction. But, another family or storyline that they're using to kind of push the same thing is the Dwayne Wade, what's his Zion and Zaya Wade storyline. This is the same thing that they're trying to do. They want this to be a part of everyone's lexicon, pansexual, so that way you get familiar with it, and then the next thing you know, you got some type of event where some type of scripted event is going to happen, or some type of movie like Brokeback Mountain, where pansexuals are portrayed in a positive light, and then the next thing you add that to the alphabet LGBTQIA plus P again. I mean, and next thing you know, these are the people that got their own month and parades and stuff like that. Everybody's coming out as pansexual. All right. And again, back to the Wade family. Like, what people don't realize about that is that when they have these, young people like D Wade's son come out, or daughter, depending on how you look at it, come out as, homosexual or whatever Zion Wade came out as, someone of that age, you have to think about it like this. If that person can decide what they want their sexuality to be, they also can decide, oh yeah, transgender, that's right. Zion Wade came out as transgender. So if you can decide if you're going to be transgender or not at that age, whatever age that Zion Wade is, only like what, 12 or to 14, something like that. You also can decide if you can have sex or not at that age. And that's pretty much what they're going to push on people, man. So, that's how they're going to probably, at least, there's no telling how they're going to go about it, but that's probably going to be one of the angles that they're going to assume when trying to push pedophilia to be, fully accepted in this society. Because, it's really probably not that far away, honestly. Look how things have progressed so much in like the past 5 to 10 years. 20 years ago, you wouldn't have all of this stuff that you see here going on today. So you can just imagine, or really 10 years ago, you could just imagine, what place this world would be at in another 10 years, in another 5 years. They getting a lot of, they getting a lot of damage done, man. You look up and it's already something being pushed on the people that everybody accepted. But yeah, that's that's the ultimate agenda: pansexuality, pedophilia, being completely accepted and commonplace, and more people actually practicing it too as well. Also scattered, reading back on this article, also scattered around the house, a camera crew, Brady, Mel, or Male, and Takeda, along with Takeda's partner, Jason Fordham, are filming a reality series about their blended family, set to premiere on Hulu next year. Takeda and Fordham welcomed a new baby in 2021, and Brady is considered a co-parent. What? See, this is the type of stuff they want, man. This family is freaked out, man. I ain't know nothing about this. So this is Takeda, I'm assuming, and this is Fordham, Jason Fordham, and I think that's Mally, right? Yeah, Mally or Mel, and Wayne Brady, Takita Top, yeah, and Jason. So their child, he's considered a co-parent, and he's the ex-husband. Yeah, this is the type of stuff they want to see, man. No wonder y'all got a Hulu series coming out, man. Golly, this. Anyways, there's a lot going on, you think? But Brady finds a quiet corner of the home and sits down. He takes a deep breath, leans back into the sofa, and opens up to people. Below is Brady's story in his own words. He says, I'm pansexual. In doing my research, look, this is the same way that what's that chick's name? Janelle Monáe came out as pansexual. They acting like they doing their own research and doing research and oh, I see something I identify as. Like, come on, man. You expect me to believe that? But anyways, both with myself and just with the world, you research it. I couldn't say if I was bisexual because I had to really see what that was, especially because I have not gotten a chance to act on anything. Yeah, right. I mean, it's just an allegation, but you know, uh, Jason Fordham looking a little. He looking a little pansexual himself by this picture, man. Talking about they co-parents. I don't know what's all going on, and you know, in his family here. Talking about they got a Hulu series coming up. All right, look like you had a chance to act, but anyway. So I came to pansexual because, and I know that I'm completely messing up the dictionary meaning. Nah, say what it mean to you. But to me, pan means being able to be attracted to anyone who identifies as gay, straight, bi, transsexual, or non-binary. Golly, look at all this. Gay, straight, bi, transsexual. So you ain't had a chance to act on anything. You doing your own research, and then you find a term, and then that's what you say that you are based on your own research, but not anything that you had a chance to act on. Yeah, all right. Being able to be attracted across the board. And I think, at least for me, Wayne Brady says, for right now, that is the proper place for right now. I guess these things change. I took Pan, you know, I see he's separating Pan a lot here, probably showing his obeisance to the guy Pan. All right. Anyways, I took Pan to mean that not only can I be attracted to any of these people or types physically, but I could be attracted to the person that is there. So again, breaking down the boundaries where you see people as genderless beings. Okay. That's what they really want, because a gender in itself is showing a boundary. All right. They don't want those boundaries there. All right. Because the belief system that they have, that, you know, when I say they, the people that actually run this society, all right, behind the curtains, they don't really believe in genders. All right. They really don't believe in that. That's why, you know, when you say gay agenda and all that, they don't really, you know, they don't really adhere to that because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. The religion of this world really is the Lima, or do as thou wilt, which I got some tabs put up. We may go into that in a second here. I really just wanted to pop in real quick though. Just kind of boot this up and go in and show y'all what I see from this. But it says people think they really know me. That has its advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, we see we don't really know you. You've been on TV all this time, and now you you know, pansexual. I guess we really didn't know you. But any blessing, I'm like, how cool. It's cool that people like me, especially doing a show like Let's Make a Deal, when various companies and networks think I want Wayne Brady to host this. I've never seen Let's Make a Deal. I know if y'all have, but I've never seen it. I mean, that's pretty much it on Wayne Brady, man. I haven't read this full article, to be honest. but I'll look through it. Well, let's see what we got here. A shame cake, just eating it every single day and then worried about people finding out. So how long it's been? I thought you had just found out. I've always had a wonderful community of friends who are in the LGBTQ, yeah, at least saying all that, plus community, people that I've grown up with in shows, gays and lesbians, and later in life, my trans relatives and my niece. You see, they love to put that in there because the niece is probably young. All right. But that's one reason, too, that they want this to be pushed on the children so much. Not only that they grow up with it, but also, too, that they embrace it. So that, by the time that this society really shows what it's about, you have the children being able to, fully be accepted to be with adults, too, as well. Anyways, all right, that's what they believe in this society. True love is between, adults and children. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, because I'm just thinking about some of the things I'm saying right now. And if you're new to this information, you might be, you might be wondering where I'm coming from all this. But, I can go into it. I've always had that community, but I've always felt like a sham because I wasn't being forthcoming with myself. I can speak out about black issues because I can't hide that. And you can play at being an ally, but until the day that you can truly say, this is who I am and I want to stand next to you, that's not. I always wanted that day to come. I can speak out on black issues because I can't hide that, but I can hide being a quote unquote pansexual. All right, man. But anyways, that's all I really need on this for real. But I pulled this up too. It says 28 celebrities who have come out as pansexual. Just to show you, this is not anything new. Just as the scriptures say, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So pansexuality, even if you're brand new to hearing this, is not anything new under the sun. Okay? Why do you think the Most High obliterated this world before with the flood? All right, because you had pansexuals and all type of nonsense going on in the former world. All right, and the whole ideal or the whole agenda or the point of having these celebrities like Wayne Brady come out and say they're pansexual is so that they can get back to worshiping the guys that they want to worship out in the open and get back to living the way that they want to live out in the open. This world is a lot more wicked than what most people think. It's not just so-called black versus so-called white. All right, and racism. It doesn't stop at racism. That's when most people kind of draw the line. Even, brothers and sisters that's in this word, it's in the knowledge. They think that it's kind of black versus white, and they think that the so-called white man is just doing certain things because he just kind of gay. It's really based on the different pagan deities that they worship and have worshipped since the beginning of time. All right. Anyways, 28 celebrities who have come out as pansexual. I guess that's a pansexual flag. You can tell the brother that's behind it is bugged out. All these tattoos and stuff on his hands. But anyways, in a world where it's dangerous to dress in drag and existing as yourself can put a target on your back, the implications of quote unquote coming out are layered in nuance. So they always want to push this narrative where it's just dangerous to, like, it should be dangerous to come out dressed in drag. It should be. It should put a target on your back. You used to be able to, or not be able to, but you used to be put to death for these type of things, man. All right. You should be, but you're not anymore. Okay, nobody really is gonna say anything to you, and if they do, so be it. Because people that are not a part of the quote unquote LGBTQ community, they get made fun of too. They get targets on their back too as well. They wanted they wanted to be that, like, to the point where you just literally nobody say nothing to them. If you see a man 6'4", 250 dressed in drag, he just gonna look funny, man. It is what it is. All right, ain't no, that don't mean you quote unquote homophobic. That just mean you seeing a an abomination, man. You just gonna react to it. While some may come out to open arms, others may face a backlash that can be difficult to handle. Fear of their families' reactions, loved ones' judgments, and lack of a support system are just a few reasons that many have cited holding their identity as a closely guarded secret. Fear is compounded by the world around us. Well, man, look, if you really like that, then just do it. What you worried about what other people think so much for? Okay. Time magazine listed the divided states of America as one of the biggest risks to the world, citing the extremism between red and blue viewpoints as a major global issue. Well, that's Masonic. Anyways, when a celebrity comes out, it creates an opportunity for others to see themselves reflected in people they hold in high esteem. Yeah, so that's the reason that they have these quote unquote celebrities come out. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's kind of go to, because I can keep reading this. Let's just go to some of the people that have came out. Let's show this dude again. All right, it says, meet the celebrities you may not know are pansexual. It's a person I mentioned earlier, Janelle Monáe, Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, Mae Whitman, Wayne Brady, Gina Malone, Tess Holliday, Bella Thorne, Tammy Sladen, and more. Okay, so yeah, Janelle Monáe continued making statements in 2018 when she came out as pansexual in an interview with Rolling Stone, saying that she read about pansexuality and was like, oh, these are things that I identify with too. I'm open to learning more about who I am. Dang, so y'all just read something and it'd be like, oh, that's who I am. That's what you know, put your faith and trust in what you are as, or how you identify as, quote unquote, sexually. That's wild. But I'm not even going to go through all these celebrities. I just wanted to show you that, there are many celebrities that are starting to come out as quote unquote pansexual. It's not just Wayne Brady. And it's going to continue to happen. And I believe that they're going to have even more A-list celebrities come out as pansexual. Who knows? In that latest picture I saw of Drake, he looked like he finna come out as pansexual any moment now. I believe they're going to have some A-list celebrities come out as pansexual, anytime here soon. And I just had a few scriptures pulled up. All right, it says here in 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. That's how you can tell we in these last days. Verse 2, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. This is the whole key to Luciferianism, Satanism, so on and so forth. I mean, didn't Wayne Brady say something about up here at the top? He said that I'm doing this for me, lover of himself. That's pretty much what's going on here. Covetous, boasters, pride, okay, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. We're seeing that. Unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers. Can't trust nobody no more, man. False accusers. For those of us that believe in the scriptures, we the ones that's seen as, spewing hate speech, things like that. Incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Verse 5, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. All right. That's exactly what we're seeing here. And let's get 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So pansexuality, all these different movements, quote unquote, that's being pushed on the people, doctrines of devils, man. Pretty much all it is. Verse 2, speaking lies and hypocrisy. Yeah, I mean, it's just constant hypocrisy in this society. One example that comes to my head during a quote unquote COVID-19 pandemic, we were made to believe that COVID-19 was this, mysterious and, a virus that they had no idea where it came from, the origins, or how to get rid of it. But also at the same time, they were able to come up with a vaccine that was mandatory for us to take all in 6 months or so. Well, both of those can't be true. That's hypocrisy, man. Anyways, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. All right. Verse 3, forbidden to marry and commanding to abstain from meats. Quote unquote vegan movement that they got going on nowadays. Verse 3, which the Most High hath created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. All right. Forbidden to marry. And they don't even want, people marrying no more for real. All right. It just kind of goes against, what they trying to push on the people. But it's such a, profitable industry, marriage and divorce is. They keep it going, but they really don't care nothing about it other than that. But I was going to go into more, but I really just wanted to pop in really quickly and just show you my perspective on exactly what's going on here and why these types of things make news. Most of the people that I saw reacting to Wayne Brady coming out as quote unquote pansexual, they were saying, oh, this dude gay, I knew he was gay and all that. And they completely, kind of missing the point there. He didn't say he came out as homosexual. He said he came out as pansexual. All right. So it's not just that he's quote unquote gay. He got a lot more going on. Okay, as you saw in that family photo, I'll tell him what's going on with that situation. Talking about he a co-parent to his ex-wife's child. But anyways, point is we have to stay diligent. Understand that this all ties back to the scriptures and the various pagan gods and goddesses that these people really worship, and they're using these quote unquote celebrities to bring these ideologies to people's, lexicons in the forefront of their minds to make it easier to digest and accept, when they're ready to push it even further. And this is really all this is. All right, but that's pretty much it for now. And Lord willing, it was edifying. I bid you all mighty shalom.